Growing your rear delts or rear shoulder muscles is one of the key components of building a balanced and strong upper body. The rear deltoids, which are located at the back of your shoulders, are often neglected in many people's workout routines, but strengthening them is essential for overall shoulder health and symmetry. When you focus on growing your rear delts, you'll not only improve your posture and balance, but also develop a more defined and proportional look. Strengthening the rear delts also enhances your ability to perform a variety of other exercises and helps prevent shoulder injuries. One of the most important things to do is prioritize exercises that specifically target the rear delts. It's easy to focus on the front and middle parts of the shoulder, but you need to give attention to the rear delts for overall shoulder development. Rear delts are often undertrained, especially in common movements like the bench press or overhead press, which mainly work the front delts. So, incorporating exercises that directly target the rear delts should be your first priority. It's also crucial to do these exercises when your muscles are fresh, which is typically at the beginning of your workout. Some of the best exercises for the rear delts include reverse flies, face pulls, rear delt raises, and reverse cable crossovers. These exercises specifically activate the rear delts, helping them grow. Each exercise targets the rear delts from slightly different angles, ensuring complete development. Reverse flies are one of the best ways to work the rear delts. The good thing about reverse flies is that they can be done in different ways, either with dumbbells, a machine, or resistance bands. To perform reverse flies with dumbbells, stand with your feet shoulder width apart and bend slightly at the hips. Keep your back straight as you hold a dumbbell in each hand, with your palms facing each other. From this position, raise both arms out to the sides of your body, keeping your elbows slightly bent. Focus on squeezing your shoulder blades together as you lift the dumbbells. This movement helps to isolate the rear delts and strengthens them over time. If you prefer using machines, a reverse fly machine can give you a similar movement but with added stability, allowing you to focus on muscle activation without worrying about balancing the weights. If you use resistance bands, you can achieve a similar result by performing a reverse fly while holding the bands in front of you and pulling them apart. The tension from the bands helps activate the rear delts effectively. Another fantastic exercise for rear delts is face pulls. To perform face pulls, you'll need a rope attachment on a cable machine. Set the pulley at about eye level, grab the rope with both hands and stand facing the machine. Pull the rope toward your face, keeping your elbows high and your hands close to your face. Make sure to focus on pulling with your rear delts and upper back muscles and avoid using your arms to do the work. This exercise not only targets the rear delts, but also works the rotator cuffs, which are important for shoulder stability. Face pulls are great for improving overall shoulder health, especially if you're aiming to strengthen the rear delts for better posture and upper body balance. This exercise can be done multiple times a week because it also helps maintain shoulder health and can aid in correcting imbalances in the upper back. In addition to these exercises, adding rear delt raises is another great way to isolate and grow your rear delts. You can perform rear delt raises with dumbbells, a machine, or a cable machine. To do a rear delt raise with dumbbells, stand with your feet shoulder width apart and hold a dumbbell in each hand. Slightly bend forward at the hips, keeping your back straight, and raise the dumbbells out to the sides until your arms are parallel to the ground. It's important to keep a slight bend in your elbows to protect your joints. Just like reverse flies, rear delt raises help target the muscles at the back of your shoulders and improve shoulder stability. The rear delt raise is a classic movement that can be performed with lighter weights for more reps, which helps improve endurance and activate the rear delts more effectively. Another highly effective variation of rear delt raises is using cables or resistance bands. Cables and bands allow for constant tension throughout the entire range of motion, which is great for muscle growth. When using cables, set the pulley to a low position, stand facing the machine, and grab the cable with both hands. Then, pull the cable directly out to the sides, keeping your elbows slightly bent. This variation also activates the rear delts and can increase the range of motion compared to using dumbbells. Incorporating exercises like reverse cable crossovers is another great way to target the rear delts. This movement involves using cables and a crossover machine, allowing you to cross your arms in front of your body and extend them outward to target the rear delts. The motion mimics the action of a reverse fly, but with a different angle of pull, which helps activate different parts of the rear delts and improve overall shoulder development. Reverse cable crossovers are particularly effective for hitting the upper portion of the rear deltoid, which can often be underdeveloped in some lifters. Another key element in building rear delts quickly is to increase the volume and frequency of your training. For muscle growth to occur, you need to consistently challenge the muscle. This means you should aim to train the rear delts more often than you would other parts of the shoulder. Ideally, you should work the rear delts at least twice a week to see noticeable growth. By increasing the frequency of your rear delt exercises, you'll force the muscles to adapt and grow stronger over time. But it's not just about frequency. Increasing the volume of your rear delt exercises is also crucial. This means doing more sets and reps over time. For example, you might start with 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, but gradually work your way up to 4 or 5 sets as your muscles become accustomed to the routine. Increasing volume is one of the most effective ways to make progress and build muscle quickly. As you increase the volume of your training, it's also essential to progressively overload the muscles. This means gradually increasing the weight or resistance you're using in your rear delt exercises. By progressively challenging the muscles with heavier weights, your body will respond by building more muscle to handle the increased load. For example, if you're doing reverse flies with dumbbells, try to gradually increase the weight as you get stronger. If you're using a cable machine for face pulls, increase the resistance every few weeks. Overloading the muscles in this way is a proven method for stimulating muscle growth. However, it's important not to sacrifice form for heavier weights. Always make sure you maintain proper form and avoid using momentum to lift the weights. This ensures that the rear delts are doing most of the work and reduces the risk of injury. In addition to focusing on exercises, volume, and progressive overload, recovery is another key factor in growing your rear delts quickly. It's easy to get caught up in training hard, but your muscles need time to rest and recover in order to grow. This means that after each rear delt workout, you need to allow time for your muscles to repair and rebuild. Adequate sleep, proper nutrition, and stretching are all essential for muscle recovery. When you sleep, your body releases growth hormones that help rebuild muscle tissue. Aim for at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night to support your muscle building efforts. Nutrition also plays a big role in recovery. Eating enough protein is crucial for muscle repair and growth, so make sure to include a good source of protein in each meal. Additionally, stay hydrated to help your muscles recover and perform well during your workouts. Stretching and foam rolling after your workouts can also help reduce soreness and improve flexibility, making it easier to perform your exercises with good form. Consistency is key when it comes to growing the rear delts. While it might take time, dedication to a solid workout routine will pay off in the long run. Stick to a consistent training schedule, progressively increase your training volume and resistance, and allow time for recovery, and you'll notice significant improvements in your rear delts. Remember that everyone's body is different, so it's important to listen to yours and adjust your routine as needed. Some people may see faster progress than others, but as long as you stay committed, you will eventually achieve the growth you're aiming for. In conclusion, growing the rear delts quickly is all about the right combination of exercises, volume, progressive overload, and recovery. Focus on exercises like reverse flies, face pulls, and rear delt raises to target the rear delts. Train them consistently and increase the volume and resistance over time to force the muscles to adapt. Don't forget about recovery. Rest, nutrition, and sleep are all crucial to allow the muscles to grow. With dedication and patience, you'll soon see the results you're aiming for in your rear delts and your overall shoulder development. Keep pushing yourself, and before you know it, you'll have stronger, more defined shoulders.